what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Match TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Match TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Match TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Match TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Yeah, buddy, that's right. Get exposure right now. Holler at the homie Paul Match, man, for Paul Match TV. Hit up Paul Match TV across all social media sites, alright? Who we got next? Got next.
Well, hello everybody. It's another edition of Paul Match TV. We're glad that you could join us again today. Got a great interview coming up in just a moment. But if you're watching this on YouTube right now, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click the bell. And you're always going to get notified of the latest interviews whenever they're available. And feel free to use the comments section to tell us what you think. And there are some links to my caps and t-shirts there on the same comment section on YouTube. So I know you want to check those out. Also, check us out every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central on Roku, because I'm on channel Small World TV, and you can check out some of my classic interviews there. And also, feel free to go to my Facebook page, facebook.com/PaulMatchTV. And you can like the page and inbox me, comment everything you see. We'd love to hear from you there. And then you can always use email. That's PaulMatchTV, all one word, at gmail.com, which is good for not just bands and solo artists who want to be on the show, but if you're a fan of mine and want to talk to me, I'll be happy to talk to you that way too. And also, we have an official web address, and all that will be recapped again at the closing credits at the end of the show. Right now, we have Katie O from Jacksonville, Florida. Another very talented artist, and I think you're really going to like her. And we'll get to that in just a moment. But first, let's have a quick word from Click Jam. Don't go away.
We got history, got me feeling the nostalgia when you look at me, thinking about what could.
All right, everybody, it's time for interview time as promised, and with us from Jacksonville, Florida, we have Katie O. Thanks for joining us, Katie.
Thank you so much for having me on today.
Yeah, no problem. We're glad to have you here. And why don't we start by the obvious question I always ask. Tell us a little bit about how you decided you wanted to be an artist. I mean, I'm sure you always wanted to be an artist. Maybe you fell into it. But tell us in your own words.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm 14 years old from Jacksonville, Florida, and pretty much my whole life I have loved music. But about 3 years ago, I started singing publicly and out on stage. And the first time I ever got on stage, I just knew right at that moment that this is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you're doing well with your music, and I hope you'll be around for a long time there, Katie.
Thank you.
Why don't you talk about some of the influences in your life that that encourage you in your songwriting and so forth? I'm sure you have a few mainstream artists in mind.
Yes, sir. Well, it's hard to choose because there are so many. Well, I sing a lot of classic country and bluegrass and some gospel music. But Loretta Lynn is definitely on the top of my list. I love her songwriting and her singing. And then I also go back and listen to some bluegrass like Ralph Stanley, Earl Scruggs, and lots of those. So those are mostly the big influences.
Yeah, Loretta Lynn, I mean, she is a legend, so I can understand why you picked Loretta Lynn. So,
Yes, sir.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about how we can find you as far as your music goes? I mean, I'm sure it's an Australian platform, but if you have physical copies like CDs and stuff, you can mention that as well.
Absolutely. You can find me. I'm on the Apple Music, iTunes. I have my music on YouTube, Amazon, and that just has all the music that I've put out recently. And also, if you'd like to follow me on social media, I am on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter, and my username is Katie O Music.
Okay. Yeah, well, go out there and check that music out, everybody. I'm sure Katie would love you for that. And And we're getting ready to watch a music video from you shortly. Can you tell us the name of it if there's a story behind it?
Yes, sir. Well, this song is titled On a Night Like This, and this song was actually written by a friend of mine who is a songwriter. His name is Lonnie Ratliff. And anyway, the first time I heard the song, it's really fun and upbeat, and I just fell in love with it.
Okay, well, I have heard the song. It's really beautiful and it's really good. And I know everybody's dying to hear it, and we'll get to that in just a moment. But Katie, I think that's all we need for now. We want to thank you for joining us. And if there's if there's anything new you want to plug in the future, let me know. Maybe I'll have you back on a second time.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, no problem. And here it is, On a Night Like This by Katie O here on Paul Mash TV. So don't go away. We'll be right back.